Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Finding room at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. For the Eagles, a look now at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 8 on the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up the third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Buying Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. This thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dylan Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And they use that height. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll have a first down past the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And an alley to run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the pitch comes to Ingram, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play.
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it.
Wentz now on first down. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line.
There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 85 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Pac-Man, waiting.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Wentz to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bryant's extra point up and good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Step Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
One final try now for Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.